Guess what, big bad chain stores? Yes, I'm talking about you, Trek, Specialize, REI, wherever else, Pond. We're coming after you. Why? Well, we're the small shops of yesterday, and we're coming back with a roar of a lion. Reason being is we can do a whole bunch of stuff that you can't do, and we do it faster, smarter, and more efficient, and guess what? Even cheaper. Details after this.
Welcome to I Know a Guy Bicycles, hanging out with a guy. Hi, I'm Justin the Guy. Obviously I have a garage shop. Take scary out of used, one bike at a time. If you want to be kept up to date on latest projects and topics, please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to I Know a Guy Bicycles. This is As the Wheel Turns, So Do the Days Are Our Rides series. Yes, we're talking about the big bad chain stores. You know, the David and Goliath story, those kinds of stories. We're coming back with a vengeance. Reason being is we've learned a few things in the last couple of years where those chain stores, yes, Trek and Specialized, we have Achilles' heel, or you do, and we know how to undercut, chop at it, and make you deflated. There's no stopping us now. And guess what? If the economy starts coming back stronger, we're going to feel it first, and we're going to take all that business away from you before it gets to your front doors. Yeah, I know. There's a big, bold float out there saying we can do such a thing, but hey, I'm a one guy in a garage shop. I can do this, so can a lot of other shops out there, and I'm going to show you how to do it one bike at a time. Start that. We have 5 things that I'm going to go over and a bonus at the end as well. So let's dive into this. Number 1 is, guess what? Small shops and individual shops like me, for 1-man, 2-man, 3-person, 4-person, 1-person shop, we have passion. Why? We love the sport. We love the sport more than the sport it loves us. Reason being, we dig working on every little bike, listen to the customers, listen to their stories, be a part of that community. Yeah, that's it. That's one of the major things that's going to distinguish the big bad chain stores versus the little shops that are just getting on by. Well, you add that passion to your mix, and they're not going to be able to hold hands bar down to keep that going. Reason being, well, a lot of us have a lot of interest or a lot of history in the cycling industry, have worked in a lot of different shops. We've taken all those gold nuggets and able to come up with a very secret sauce, secret weapon that basically starts off with passion, right? Because if we didn't have passion, we would not be doing this. I'd still be doing software for somebody or mowing lawns or be a Walmart greeter. But the passion for the cycling industry, born and raised in blood, here I am. Let's talk about the second thing. Option, there is more. More, you say? Push the more button. Push it. Push it. I dare you to push it. Once you push that button, you get more details about the video you are watching, in addition to all the tools that I use in the shop, as well as suggestion for improving your ride. In addition to help me provide advocacy in the cycling community, also links to other social media accounts as well as my website to find the products I actually sell and other insights in the industry. Other videos linked below. Extend your cycling experience here on YouTube. And now back to your original programming. So this is where Trek and Specialized have a cookie cutter algorithm. Yeah, a lot of them have worked in bike shops, and they've all worked in shops that a good portion have had these kind of philosophies, and they're kind of trying to buck it up to the big wigs that have never worked in a shop or retail in general, and they're just getting the big slam door in the face. I've done this. I worked at a big bad chain store myself in sporting goods, and you float ideas and they would just shoot them down. Whatever. I wasn't that passionate about the sporting good industry. I did a good job what I did because I'm just a very strong ethic worker. Like, just my work ethic is huge. But when it comes down to the smaller shops, what can we do for the customer? Well, customization. Customization from getting a custom built bike, custom built wheels, getting a particular niche frame and building up those experiences or those passion. I want to do adventure riding. I want to do downhilling. I want to do this and that. I want to do a tri. I want to get it customized to me, the sole rider, right? The one that's going to be on that bike. We want to give them that custom experience. We can provide that. Trek Specialized, they can't do that. Hell, the Trek stores here in northern Colorado, they don't even have a fit area. I mean, they don't even fit people to the bike. They're like, here's your $5,000 bike. Good luck. Yeah, apparently Specialized is bringing in their retool fitting, which they're still going to charge $300 to get you fitted to a bike. Come on, the smaller shops, individuals like me, we may even throw in a static fit and get you almost there, if not already there, on any particular bike customization to you. In addition to custom tune-ups. I've been doing a lot of tune-ups lately. Yeah, I can go a lot cheaper because I don't have this overhead that's like have to pay for all this stuff. Yeah, I can bring my prices down, and at the end of the day, I make more of a profit than they do. But what it comes down to, I'm customizing those tune-ups as well. You get a tune-up that comes in, they're doing a blanket, you need to do this, 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 and this, and this. So yeah, customizing the tune-up. Tune-ups, we can customize it. Instead of just being that blanket, we're just going to, give you the full runaround of all the things that we're going to do to the bike, even though they may not need it, and charge you for it. Well, a customized tune-up means basically we can customize certain things. Oh, I want that derailleur to put on there. I need this chain, or you can even bring your own parts in the main. I'll actually install them. I'm not really too biased if you buy the parts from me or somewhere else. I'm just here to help you out with that experience. And yeah, I get paid for the labor portion of it, but that customizes that tune-up. In addition to when I go through the bike itself, if the wheels don't need as much truing, and I do my due diligence of cleaning them and inspecting them and all that, but I don't need much that time put in that. I put more time into other parts of the bike. In addition to, I will up my tune-up to like, oh, well, the drivetrain needs to be clean. I'll throw that in. I'll throw that in the Sonic Cleaner and clean those up. I like a clean bike to work on. I'm not just gonna go through and breeze through something just because it's just quick and easy. Yeah, I used to work in a bike shop that did production mechanics like that, where we just turn them and burn them and go through like 4 or 5 tune-ups a day. Yeah, a lot of it was just quick, and if it was easy, we still charged them the same. It took me 15 minutes versus an hour and a half. They still got charged the same. Feel guilty about that now a little bit, I guess. Not really. But anywho, now I'm actually paying it forward on the services that I do in addition to the bikes that I actually refurbish. So if it's a bike shop that's doing the customizations, we can customize your bike, we can customize your gear, we can customize your tune-ups, your service, your fit. Customization, number 2. Well, the third one on my list is we can shift gears on a dime. Why? Because we can. We don't have to do this 3-6 months of let's figure out what we're going to do. Let's get it approved by this department or whatever that may case be. Oh, Johnny and like Salesforce had a good idea, but it got lost in the mix. That happens at the big box stores. Trek, Specialized. It's going to happen to them too. What makes it more changing gears for the small bike shop? Hey, I need to do some more service. We can do service. I can do an ad today. I can do it in the next hour. I can do a promotion and drop prices that I have online immediately. All those kinds of things. We can bring in the product mix that people are more interested in or got more interested in lately, like maybe gravel experience ride stuff or e-bike stuff or whatever the case may be. We are very versatile in changing gears, like, we need to bring in this and this quickly. I worked at a big bad chain store too, and ordered something in, took months to get something in. Like, I really want those Ray-Bans to be in my store. I think we can sell those in this particular market. Yeah, you wait forever. Small business as mine, small shops with only a few employees, mom and pop, or just individuals that are running a store themselves, they can drop that on a dime. They can find it, source it, bring it in, and take care of it. Even take advantage of the used market. Go on eBay, get that derailleur for that customer that matches their vintage of the bike that might be 15 years ago, refurbish it, clean it, make sure, inspect it, and ready to go. They have all those abilities. Yeah, it's a little bit of markup of the lift, but goes with customization, goes with shifting gears. We can change and be a lot more adapt. I've done it, and it's actually working really well. And guess what? I'm doing it here on YouTube as well. So take note. If you actually have a business and need to try to branch out there and make more of your business legitimized and actually move it forward, YouTube and other social platforms are way better of a channel than a lot of the marketing out there. So if you're paying a huge marketing team or a cost to do these little emails here and this, that, and other, think about doing a YouTube channel or work on the Instagram or, make it more of your own. Believe me, I have sold probably more bikes this year because of the YouTube channel than I did the year before of not. And service, man, I'm making some videos about working on some bikes and bringing some insights to the industry for people to do the DIY. And heck, if they're in my neighborhood, they'll be like, oh, I'm going to have this guy tune up my bike. Get that face out there. Those mechanics in the back need to be face forward. Get to know them. They have names too. I'm a Noah guy. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you. That kind of came out cheesy. Sorry. And number 4 is connection. It goes with community. We can connect with people. We can do those group rides. We do charity rides. Somebody comes in and goes, hey, I'm really interested in doing this ride for the Heart Association or diabetes. And you're like, oh yeah, it's in my neck of the wood. Yeah, you can just drop your tools and just go do it. Yeah, I can either do the event or actually do mechanical support for it, something like that. I have that flexibility. A lot of these big bag chain stores, yeah, they do some of those things, but they don't do it very effectively. And they don't do it in more of a community to the customers that they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. That just really gets me because we do the MS-150 from Parker bikes to today as the Noah Guy bikes. We do it. I still do it. I get my buddies out there, we work on bikes, we make sure it's all a good event for the people that are going through it as much as they can, and we actually have a good time doing it. And also builds community in the cycling. Hey, I may not see those people in my shop ever, but I'm out there trying to get them and spreading the community, and at some point, paying it forward will pay it back, and which already has 10 times fold. So thank you for the community, and thank you for the connection that I've been able to get for all these years. It's just awesome and heartwarming, big time. And number 5, grinding away from expectations. Grinding through those. We can do that on the ground level as a small shop. You expected to do this event. We can help you with that. We can get your bike up to speed. Your bike is an investment into your health and your life and your mind and happiness. I mean, heck, why else would anybody pay $5,000, $10,000 for a toy, right? They have to have passion for it, and it's their baby. I don't know how many times I've brought in bikes for tune-ups or actually bought them for refurbishing, and the customer that are worked on or the person I'm buying them from, they've named their bike. I mean, it's like that close to them, and they're super happy that I bought it from them because they know they're going to get the TLC, or at least they think they know they're going to get the TLC and love, and I'm going to get to another person to share that passion and hope to get into the cycling experience. So yes, we can do that. Different changes of the gears. We can do the grind. We can do all those things, and we're very flexible doing that in our communities as well as the customer experience. Even at a small level, for me, that's a level like me at an appointment-based business, I provide that. I provide that easily. Yeah, you can teach and pound your sales associates and your service riders all day long with this, but it's not going to resonate to them because they don't have skin in the game whatsoever. They've retired out of the cycling struggle and they're working for you guys, which is great. They have good benefits and so forth. And the smaller guys, yeah, we don't have, but we may have some other ways of offsetting those things. But the smaller, passionate bike shops are going to be here. They have been here. The ones that survived this whole shakeup and figured it out, they've already figured out these 5 things, and they're going to be moving forward faster, stronger, smarter, and guess what? Less expensive. We're taking your customers one bike at a time. So yes, lastly in recap, and for the gold nugget bonus here, yeah, you've probably noticed this is a YouTube channel. Yes, I do a whole bunch of tutorials on working on bikes and the things that I do come across my shop and so forth, and also industry topics. This is a hot topic and it's going to go forever. It's clickbaity, right? It's one of those like, oh, the industry is falling and catching on fire. Here we go. Well, it is for a lot of shops. I mean, I think REI has had their second round of layoffs recently. The big guys are crumbling. If not, they're going to be crumbling soon. And guess what? The little guys, gals, the people who are in these shops, 1 to 3 or 4 employees, are actually killing it. And they're going to be killing it even more intensely. One person, one customer at a time. Why is that? Well, we have passion. We talked about that. We have community. Yes. We customize. Yes. We change our gears quickly. We go through all the processes. We provide an environment in the community for those into cycling. We've been doing this for years. Nothing has changed in that perspective of it, but the ground and also the landscape has, and we're very adapted to be able to do that. In addition to the gold nugget that I would throw at you, are you a shop owner? You're trying to struggle, trying to figure out what to do with the truck store that just opened up next to you? There's a lot of different perspectives. You can dive into the used market, get the used parts and frames and all sorts of customizations. You can do fits. Fits that are like static fix. You're not charging a lot for, if not included with actually sell those bikes. You can mesh that used product with the new product. Therefore, you get the entry-level people into your stores again. I've heard other shops are like more high-end elitists, and those particular shops, yeah, they might be doing great because of their demographics, and they're like, oh, we don't see the lower income anymore, or lower income bikes anymore, or sales, or anything like that, because they cut them off. There's still people going somewhere, they're just not going to your shop. So if you're going to those situations that you need to kind of branch out, and for me, it's a trifecta situation, right? I got my website, I'm selling stuff out of there, plus all that used stuff, I'm not bound by any vendor that I cannot not sell that. So I can sell all that stuff, provide services of that nature, in addition to the social media, training videos, those kinds of things help out as well. You can get your merch up there. You can get like t-shirts like this and all that kind of thing. You do affiliate sales as well. There's a whole pot of money out there just designed for small guys like us to make it big. So hey, do it. So what it comes down to, they can't replicate what we can do in a small level, one person, multi-person, one location bike shop. As much as, or how hard as they try, they're not gonna do it. So remember, you have community out there that you can reach out to and actually bring in and be part of, and he'll have a customer for a lifetime. I mean, it's just one of those situations where the more you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it, out of that community reach. And remember, cycling is supposed to be fun. Sell the experience, sell the ride, sell the know-how and the knowledge of fixing things on the fly and be familiar with their bikes and all those little extra give-me's that they just don't give anymore without a super price tag to it, and just be familiar with the bike. You know, you ever bought a car? You ever bought a car new? They have a huge checklist you have to sit through and go all that. Make sure you're doing that with a customer, but maybe not on the same day as they got the bike. Maybe another point of like, hey, let's do a run-through class once you actually did a couple of rides and how to take the wheels off and fix the flat and those kinds of things. A lot of shops still do that. A lot of smaller shops always have done that. It's one of those community outreach things. They actually help out and reaching out to not just people that bought the bikes, just like anybody. I've seen a lot of shops have very big success on that. Just don't really push like, oh, we're going to sell all the stuff at the end. No, but you can give a courtesy discount if you wanted to. But most likely, if they're going to be there to help, if you help support them, they're going to help support your shop. That's always been the case. It got lost in the weeds when the big bad chain stores kicking in. But here we are today. And guess what? We're going to attack it as we have been. And whoever survived this big old downturn of the hangover from COVID is going to come out stronger, more effective, better serving their community, better serving the cyclists that they have and going to have, more so than any of the big bike shops that can. Granted, they still have some good people working at those stores. I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure there's quite a few of them. Actually, in fact, I do know a few of them that actually work at those locations, and they do as best as they can, but they're limited. They have their hands tied. It's like having one hand tied behind your back trying to do a very good job. That's their situation. You know, I don't blame them, because they got the benefits and they got this job security, all those things at play. But when it comes down to today, when you're vetting a bike shop to do work on yours, your baby of a bike, maybe you want to look around and check a couple, just walk in, say hello, that kind of thing. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to actually really take care of you in your situations. And sometimes on the fly, and sometimes you don't have to pay for every little thing that comes in or comes up with your bike. Any case, well, if it's beautiful in your neck of the woods, please go out for a ride. And you just finished watching another As the Wheel Turns, So the Days of Our Rides. Smash those buttons below. And hey, until next time, from the garage.
Power boost! Woo!